Hi ladies, welcome to my channel. In this tutorial today I'm going to be showing you how to do the crochet faux locks with the Cornrow method underneath. With this hairstyle only need a few materials: the BOBBI Boss new locks, a crochet needle, jam or any type of gel, and shea butter or any type of moisturizer just to keep the hair moist. This is my first time using the BOBBI Boss new locks, but I really like them. They're lightweight, it didn't have a smell to them, chemical free, it didn't have a dull or shiny look, and it wasn't tangled at all, and it had a really great lock texture too. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this thing. First off, what you see me doing right now is I'm going to part the hair into two sections, top and bottom. I'm going to actually braid the bottom part going up like towards the ceiling, and that top part going down so they meet each other. And then I'm going to connect the braids in the middle. Okay, we're off to a pretty good start. We got 3 braids in so far. And like I was saying before, the only thing I'm going to do with this back part that I sectioned off, I'm just going to braid all of them up, going straight towards the ceiling and just connect them. Tips. Okay, a few things that I did notice with this back part is that when you're starting that braid going up towards the ceiling, you have to make sure that you have a strong base at that bottom part closer to the neck. And that's really important because that's when you're going to crochet the first lock on that. And you want to make sure the braid is strong and has a good foundation behind it so that it's going to hold up that lock when you crochet it on there. Very important. Okay, we're right here at the top now. Basically you can see that I'm done with all of the back, and basically just need to do that left side at the top, and I'm going to bring them together and we're just going to meet and connect. To me it seems like that first braid that I do always messes up in some type of way. So I went ahead and just took it out, and I got a piece of weave because her bottom part is pretty short and I just want to make sure it has a good base there. And I'm just going to go ahead and braid this up like I did with all of the other ones. If you have to use weave, then go ahead and do it. Just to make sure you have a better foundation behind you when you are braiding. That's really important, like I said, especially when you start to crochet on top of it. Okay, so we're at the end of part 1 with the braiding. Just basically connecting all of it, making sure there's no loose ends or anything out, because all of the hair is going to be covered up. Next thing you should do is go ahead and separate your locks. Each lock, you're going to have to open up the big hole at the top of it, because this is what you're going to actually crochet onto the hair. You're going to slide the needle through the cornrow, you're going to grab onto the hair, you're going to close the latch, and you're going to slide the needle right back out of it. And then you're going to tie a knot with the hair, and that's what's going to hold it right into place. One more time, we're going to do it. Separate the hair and open it up. This is what you're going to connect to the crochet needle. Might be a little hard to get it there, but you're going to go ahead and slide the needle in, connect the hair, close the latch, slide it back through, and go ahead and tie a knot and secure it. Okay, so we're just going to go back through it one more time just to make sure you have it. You're going to separate the hair. There you go. That's what you're crocheting with your needle. You're going to go ahead and slide your needle through the cornrow when you find the position where you would like the lock at. You're going to go ahead and connect that hair, close the latch, slide it back through, and go ahead and tie your knot and get your foundation together. There you go. Simple as 1, 2, 3. And you're going to keep repeating all the way to the top. Okay, here we are back at the beginning, right to the back. Okay, so this right here is going to get you a look of how it's going to be after you finish braiding the hair. You're going to go ahead and lock that in, close the latch, slide it through the cornrow. You're going to go ahead and position yourself right there at the base, right at the root where the braid is starting, because you want to make sure that if they pull this up in a ponytail, that they see nothing but locks in the back of the hair. You're going to go ahead and tie that foundation up. And there you go. Repeat mode. Okay, so after you get through a few of them, this is how they should start looking. Like they're stacking right up on top of each other like a row. The closer you get them, the better it'll be for the client. Okay, so you're just going to keep on doing the same thing right on top of each other. It's usually about 4 or 5 of them for that back row, just depending on how big the person's hair is. But you want to make sure that when you pull that hair up, that it looks like a straight invisible line. No holes, no splits or anything. So that's good when they wear a ponytail. It looks just like one hole all together. So yet again, we're going to do the same thing. Pull the needle through. Connect the lock to the needle and close the latch. You're going to go ahead and slide it through, and sometimes the hair can be a little bit puffy when you're doing it. That's no problem. Just go ahead and separate it like you did in the beginning. Go ahead and tie your knot, and there you go. You're good to go. You're going to keep on repeating this step over and over. Okay, so we're starting to close in on the back. And remember, you're just following all the same steps. Remember, with that back, you're making sure that you're starting all the way at the bottom of the base to get a strong foundation. So whenever they pull it up in the ponytail or whatever they want to do, there'll be no problems. There'll be a lock right at the bottom for them. So you guys just keep on going, and we're almost there. Okay, so it looks like we're all done with the back, and that's great. And remember, if you need to fill in anything like that, you can always go back through and you can do that towards the end. But right now we're going to pull up in on the sides. Really easily sliding it through just like we did in the back, tying that knot and getting your foundation. But I'll go ahead and explain it step by step since we have really good lighting on this side. But you're going to go ahead and get your piece of hair. You're going to separate that. Slide your needle through. Connect the hair, close the natch. Slide it right back through. Close and build your foundation. The closer you get the locks, the better it be with pulling up in a ponytail. And the better it be with making it look more fuller too. I just thought of a tip. I'm going to tell you ladies, listen in to this. Whenever you're having to pull a lock through a tight spot, always make sure you hold that base so it puts less stress on the client's hair and is better on their roots. So just hold that base whenever you're pulling a lock through a tight spot in the cornrow. Now as you do this, you want to make sure that you're still moisturizing, still make sure that you're laying down the edges in the front. Make sure that you're not pulling on the roots too hard because you don't want to hurt your client's scalp at all. This is supposed to be a great protective style, so we don't want to get this and then make it to where it starts breaking off our natural hair. So keeping the hair moisturized, making sure we're not putting too much tension on those roots. So many times girls go to the African shops and then 3 to 4 months later they don't have any more roots left in their hair. So this right here, just make sure that you have less tension in your hair, keep your hair protected, and it can keep on growing. Okay, so the tip I was just giving you ladies goes really great with this moment right here. You can see that there's a lot of tension there. As I'm pulling the hair through the needle, I press my finger right there on the braid just to relieve that stress as I'm pulling the hair through the cornrow. Hold my finger as I'm pulling it tighter, and it just relieves the stress and makes it much more easier because you have to secure it. So just consistently keep on working your way right to the top. You'll be right up there before you know it. Especially with crocheting, you want to make sure that you're laying them down right so you're covering up any holes, any splits or spaces that you have between the braids or whatever method that you use to do it. Less stress, not much tension on those roots right there. Hold it down. Exactly. Okay, so yes, if you're following me, we're getting pretty close to the top. And basically just following all the same steps. The method is pretty easy. Just making sure you slide the locks down so you don't have any spaces or holes or gaps or anything. This is really important. And just keep on going. Okay, so we're getting really close to the top, and I can't stress enough, you gotta make sure you're watching where you're placing your locks. This is very important, especially for the top part. Make sure you're tying your foundation down. Make sure you're sliding the locks down to make sure you have all the space pulled up as possible. And you just keep on going to the top, keep on going to the top. Alright, we're right here at the top. Another thing to remember is that this top is very, very sensitive. When you're pulling that hair through, make sure you hold down that base. Less tension pulling on the hair right there. Because it's probably very sensitive at this point since we're at the top now.